Wagwan Conversation.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's the best one. Hey, everybody, this is Wagwan Conversations. My name is Ernie.
I'm Noel. I'm Nate.
I'm Kayvon.
And I'm Chris.
Oh, the suspense.
Y'all know what we do. We go ahead and drink. We go and look at a topic. We'll talk about whatever it is that this magic bowl gives us. And you like us, you comment, and you feed us more information for us to talk about later. So without further ado, this is what we do.
Tinkety tink tink tink.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
My bad, yeah. We'll do the drinking part.
In a rush there, huh, buddy?
I really did, yeah.
got
My bad.
excited.
Left me hanging, Nate. It's too late now.
my
Nope,
bad,
it's too
bro.
late.
You left him hanging.
I'm hurt.
You left him hanging.
I was reaching for you.
I feel like I should gong us out now.
Oh, damn it.
Don't get sensitive.
Sensitive. I want
The skin.
All right. Who's up this week? Kayvon, you want? Chris?
I'll do it.
All right.
I'll do it. I don't think I've got to. Zombies versus stairs. No, I'm kidding. Political yoga pants. Political correctness out of control. Is political correctness out of control?
Hey.
Okay.
That's a good one.
This
That's
time
a
you get
good
one you
topic.
want.
Anyone's?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, did you put that one? I'm not sure I put that one in, but I'm cool with the topic.
Oh, I mean, if anyone remembers. Yes.
So straight up, yeah, I think political correctness has gone way out of control. I think though it's kind of crazy in this political crime. I almost said it.
Cram it.
Yeah, I did.
The sun is there.
Damn it. But I think, I think political correctness has gone like way out of control, and I think it's more of a sign of the times where like politics has gone super uber right and super uber left, and so like those in the middle are like wondering like what the hell's going on, and so these people in the fringes are really like catering to in their speeches and whatnot to all those people in those far rights and far lefts, and both can say, oh yeah, you're a snowflake, no, you're a snowflake. And so everyone is pointing at each other.
What?
Oh, God.
What do you mean by snowflake?
I think you're offended.
Chris.
What do you mean by snowflake?
You were being too politically incorrect.
Oh my god! I think I'm using that
Who
term
are you
correctly.
calling snowflake?
Those people that are
Those are fighting
super
words.
butthurt about some specific thing.
Oh, so not a pasty white guy like me.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
It's I'll jump in on that. So people like to use that term because they say, oh, each snowflake's a special individual. That's why they're like, oh, special snowflake. You have only.
I
the
thought you were
things in
just
your
pooing
world.
white people. I mean, that's basically what I was thinking you were talking about.
Oh, no. Over there?
Yeah,
I'm like,
we're getting
what's that
upset.
H, man?
Yeah. Was that being
Down on the whitey.
diverse and inclusive enough for you, or what?
You weren't diverse or inclusive enough
I don't
to
know.
include the white people.
But yeah, that's where I think like where we are right now is because we are so like divided that like pretty much anyone on either side can say, hey, you're not like considering me enough on either side. And so now we've gotten to this point where those in the middle is like, okay, well, what am I supposed to say now? I have no freaking clue.
But there's also, why do I have to consider you?
Truth.
In my opinion.
No. I mean, expand on that. What do you mean by like, why do I have to consider you? Like, who is you?
So, I mean, sometimes people are like, you're wearing that? Oh my, how could you wear this? And I don't know you. I was just walking in a Target. And now you're like, oh.
Damn you, Target.
Oh, no. Oh, you
sounds
support
like-
zoos?
It sounds like it happened for real.
No.
I kind of wonder.
Nothing happens like that in real life, right?
Oh, you're wearing Adidas and not Nike?
Yeah.
Are you not supportive of the, I don't know, whatever the thing is.
Or even more so, getting stopped on the street. Why are you wearing... Those are Jordans. Do you know that Nike support... Oh, what? Nike's an awful company. Why would they support such a thing? I like Jordans. They're comfy. And I think they give me an extra 3 inches to my vertical. I don't know.
Well, so as the token white guy, everything I say is going to sound racist, but it's gotten to the point for me, and there was a coworker that I had, no longer have, but a coworker I had, that everything that came out of my mouth, he would jump all over, as if he was waiting like a Venus flytrap to yell at me for whatever I said. And yes, I'm a dinosaur, but I'm doing better. I think I'm doing better at least. But everything I said, he would shit all over me, even though if it wasn't his nationality or his whatever the topic, or the thing may be. He wasn't necessarily representative of that. He wanted to tell me that I was wrong in poo-poo and everything, or saying everything, which then made me feel alienated, which is kind of what he was fighting for, is to not alienate people. So in making me feel like shit, I felt like I was being shit upon. And so I think political correctness has gotten completely out of hand. I think that someone like me, that is a free speaker, I will feel bad on several occasions when people call me out on it, and I don't even mean it, offensively, but just because of what I say, someone is going to get offended. And I
I'm
think,
offended by that.
Exactly. I was saying it directly to you, but no. No, I mean, I think it's gotten to the point where you're trying to make sure that this certain class doesn't feel bad, but in making that certain class not feel bad, you're making this bunch of people over here feel bad. So how are you going to make everyone happy? There's no way to make everyone happy.
Yeah.
There's literally no way
It's
to make.
impossible.
I mean, there's straight out, you can't say certain things. You just can't.
Yeah. Whatever you say, you're gonna sound racist. You're gonna sound sexist. You're gonna sound
Straightest.
anything else?
Something
Gayest.
is ageist. I've heard that one.
Ageist?
Ageist.
Yeah.
Hey, well, what?
Ageist.
So if you said,
against elderly.
if you said I'm a
what?
dinosaur, then I can take offense to that, which I don't.
Well, he just said dinosaurs, so
Right.
he just made fun of all these people who are of your age or older.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
You all should comment now and be like, hey, that's
Yeah,
ageist.
hate this guy.
But I do wonder. All right, is it
People will stuff about
really political correctness gone off the rails, or is mankind? And I want to say mankind, and I'll even include womankind.
Or womankind.
No, or women. Yeah, there you go.
And a womankind.
Free kind.
Is it
People
a
kind.
situation where people have just gotten overly sensitive? I was about to say something different, but I'm going to say sensitive. Okay?
So-
those that know me very well know exactly what I was going to say. But I think it's a matter of people are just so, sensitive nowadays, especially with the proliferation of social media and people trying to maintain a certain image and this and that. It's gotten to the point where it's ridiculous now, where the slightest misconception of someone's statement, it's just taken to the worst degree. So I think it's a matter of people are just ultra sensitive in this day and age. That's just,
And they hide behind political correctness.
I agree with you there.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can't say that because
You
whatever.
can't say that. That's insensitive.
Yeah.
Well, oh, really? Or can you not think
Or you
about
just
it
a
in a
pussy.
different way?
I guess sensitive is a way. I feel like it's also, you have people that, like you said, the special snowflake thing. Not exactly, but people more and more don't want to know that you're not. You're unique, but you're not.
Wait,
People
you wanna be unique?
share similar interests. Like, you will have similarities, and people want to think that everything about them is a 100% unique.
And they're
You're gonna have
people.
crossover between things, and so that's why we're like, oh, what you say doesn't. This doesn't let me stand out enough.
I was just thinking right now, maybe we should bring up some kind of examples in our everyday day-to-day lives right now where, but anyways, some examples of we've
Gone through?
gone through or engaged in
think I
within
did.
our own work.
I'm pretty sure I did that.
Yeah, so but here's one other thing. So y'all don't know where we work, but some of y'all do. But you can't say bullet point anymore.
Yeah.
You can't say bullet point anymore
Death strike.
because that word bullet is super insensitive to, I don't know, some people, right? And we all know what that means. It's a little dot,
The dot point.
and then there's some words, for looking at a PowerPoint. But we can't say bullet point. We now have to say dot point.
What?
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
you didn't
correct.
know that? You didn't go to that
If you
training?
didn't know that. If you didn't go to that training, you cannot
just
say
have- yeah.
bullet point anymore. You have to say dot point.
I thought you meant that as a joke.
No.
I remember that happened in a meeting, but I was like, that's a good joke. But
No, that's a for real thing.
True story. So now that you know, knowing it's half the battle, G.I. Joe.
Go
You
Joe.
cannot say
Who's Bagas?
bullet point anymore. Yeah. So
And-
that,
yeah.
that's an example of what I feel like is like, you know what, I think we've gone way
It's
too far with this
affecting
stuff.
community. It's affecting the workplace. It's crazy.
Yeah. So what are some other things
booty.
that you have like come across during your day-to-day lives where you think like, you know what, that's going way too damn far as far as this whole political correctness stuff? What have you gone through
Yeah.
in
Tell us
your
about
day-to-day
it.
lives?
Well, I mean, you literally can't say anything for. Well, at least I feel like I can't say anything for fear that I'm going to offend somebody. Yeah, I mean, I still do because I don't give a shit about offending people. I mean, I don't. I try not to be overtly offensive unless it's funny. But it's gotten to the point where I'm like constantly on edge, especially at work. At work, you know, what did I say the other day? I said something stupid, but I think I told you about it. But I said something stupid, and afterwards I was like, shit, I shouldn't have said that. You know, but that's just the way I am. I speak my mind. I say what it is, and I would love a society that you could do that, not be overtly racist. And again, I'm the white guy here, but not be overtly racist, but to say, "Hey, Nate, would you like some watermelon?" and not everybody go ape shit. You know, I'm afraid if I ask my good friend Nate if he wants watermelon, which he's a vegetarian, he eats fruit. See, and that's the reaction I get. I don't mean it in any kind of tense, but now
But
I have
if he
to,
had watermelon, and
if
you
I
say,
had watermelon,
hey, Nate.
okay, Mom, would you like some watermelon? Ernie, would you like some? No, Nate, would you like some watermelon? And I'd be like, oh, would everyone else but Nate like watermelon? I mean, what am I supposed to say?
I think if you offered them watermelon and then you said, "Would you like some fruit?" that's when I would be upset. That's when we would have problems. Okay.
But that's how I feel. I feel it's gotten to that point where I can't say certain things. You know, I don't know. Even people I know are scared to say, "Hey, can you hand me that black microphone, Nate?" They're afraid to say
You know what?
black
And that was
microphone.
going to be my experience, okay? Because I've heard it where, you know, someone will start to say, "Oh yeah, Nate, the African American guy." What's wrong with saying black?
And you're Jamaican American anyway.
American, but I mean, what's wrong with saying black? I don't see anything wrong with saying black. I mean, when President Trump mentioned about, "Oh, the blacks love me," personally, I wasn't offended. I mean, I wasn't offended. I'm no Trump supporter. I'll be honest with you.
I was like, well, how were you offended?
That statement he made, I was not offended. Because, you know, I think, you know, I just think people are just overly sensitive nowadays, honestly. And I'll be honest, I just don't have the patience for people like that. Who wants to be around people where you have to tippy-toe or walk on eggshells
Yeah, I agree.
for everything that you do? Who wants that? Those people like that, to me, are unbearable.
Where do you guys think this is coming from, though? Like,
From you.
how? What? Me with my hero priestess every morning? I can say that because, you know, I don't know, or you know. Yeah, did I offend you? Well, fuck you. So I mean, seriously though, like, where did this come from? How did we get to the place now?
The internet.
The internet. Explain.
So this is my idea behind it is you now have social media. And I feel like social media gets the specific blame, but it's anything that's starting to interconnect people. So you're getting, because I mean, growing up, we had a lot of, you know, we should talk with each other. Everyone, you know, you're kind of addicted to each other, but that's how you're friends. Like, I grew up, I was a very heavy kid. My brother would come and go, "What up, man, tits?" And then, boop, bean dip me. But hey, like,
I got that too when I was a kid.
Sorry you went through that.
Well, I mean, and then we'd all talk shit on each other because then you get them back with something else. But now you're starting to have this interconnection because it started as good. You're like, oh, cool. I can talk with people that have the same interests. Oh, you like this, you like that. But now it's only that interest. Now you're only keeping with people with the exact same mindset. And so when you start to break outside of that, they're like, oh no, you think differently. That's wrong. And I have this whole internet community behind me that agrees with me.
Yeah, I got you.
Interesting take.
Very
That's an
good
interesting
point.
take. Yeah.
I gotta say that's a great point.
Well, yeah, those even like internet based, but social based as well as like the meetups.
Yeah.
So you go on and you find a group of people that like the same thing, and you go and you're not necessarily this way, but you're interacting, but it's World of Warcraft or Magic or
Bikes.
writing
Yeah.
or whatever it might be. So you meet those people, but you're in someone's basement doing your thing or whatever, and going out. You go to Red Robin, and you're still in your little clique, and you see somebody that's like maybe eyeballing you. Now you're nervous. Why is that guy staring at us? Maybe they're not like us. And so I get it. It's like you're clicked up on a global scale.
Yeah.
And going outside that clique, obviously, if they don't, wear members only jackets, they're not cool like us, and so they must be completely wrong, whatever they're doing. So I could see that.
Yeah, you're just getting with the same like mind, and then rather than the friends who you all have a little, we all have the same kind of interest and everything, but there's things that also we're not the
Separate
same.
us, yeah.
But that's how we're all, we're still all good friends. But then when you're only grabbing those people with as similar as possible, you're like, there's no friction to it. And so you just keep used to it, and then when someone goes against it, oh, but all of these people this whole time are telling me everything I do is perfect. Everything we think is exactly the correct way to think. But I mean, there is no correct way to think for the most part.
So tribalism sets in, and now it's one tribe versus the other.
Perfect.
What do you mean by tribes? That's offensive to me because I'm Native American.
Hold on, again. Whatever.
What if someone identifies
Oh,
the
yeah,
tribe?
I haven't
no one
really
said-
chimed in on this
Yeah,
very
no one
much,
needs to chime in.
and I might just be a little too juiced to do so.
Two Jews, what?
Jews.
Oh,
Yeah.
Juiced.
Juiced. I thought we were going off the rails here.
we offend you? Fuck.
But
Juice.
I'll say this. That when we had at work, we had our and I think I told you guys the story. When we had our employee appreciation, there was the white cake and chocolate cake.
That's great.
The upper management said, "Oh, how'd you like whatever?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm more of a white cake, not a black cake type of guy." And I just kept saying black cake. Black cake. But chocolate cake, which was horrible. I mean, is it horrible? I don't know. Can we call chocolate cake black cake? Or dark brown cake?
Black Forest?
I don't know, right? But anyway,
That was hysterical.
I was on edge afterwards, waiting to get called to HR because of
Yeah, exactly.
I just screwed up. It was just a mistake on my part.
Yeah.
But
Wait. So you think that was a mistake to describe it as black cake?
well,
In today's society.
yes. Because
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, because I think that's where it's gotten ridiculous now because there are some cultures, for instance, Jamaican culture, where we do actually have something called black cake.
Black cake.
So, I mean, I think it's silly that you would even entertain the idea, oh, maybe I shouldn't call this cake black because it might offend maybe your black friend. Why would you think I'd be that sensitive that I'd take offense to something like that?
And when that's what I was getting at is like I was tripping up on this me calling the black cake in front of management and then tripping out afterwards. And it's like, well, why can't I just call it black cake
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nothing.
And I don't think it even.
or yellow cake? Or
Oh, geez.
Yellow
Hold
cake's
on.
delicious.
Oh, man.
or birthday cake, whatever.
So, but I don't think that you thought of Nate at the time.
Well, no, he wasn't
You
there.
thought of all people.
What?
Yeah.
Wait. Do I save you? Do I save you?
Just gong us out. Please, just gong us out. Please gong us out. Come on, please. Oh, my, save him from himself. Save him from himself.
Could be offending, and that you might be misconstrued as saying something racist. I 100% agree with Noel. I understand what he's saying because
So he's saying, what exactly is he saying?
he's saying that he is hyper aware of what he says
Because he's afraid of
he's
offending.
going to offend somebody or get in trouble because someone else thinks that he's being offensive. And I am viewed as the offensive one all the time by everyone, and I think that people are waiting for me to say something offensive so they can call me out on it. And that's what I feel, even if that's not true, just because I'm gun shy now from our coworker.
You can't say gun shy.
Oh, darn it! No, I can't say bullet point. Dot shy. I just I'm like it doesn't make any sense, but yeah, I'm hyper aware of the things I say. Does it stop me? Not usually, but I can see that Noel or anyone else would be like, oh my god, I said Oriental salad. Now I'm gonna get called an HR.
Yeah, hold up.
Oriental salad. But,
Black cake.
black cake. Yeah, so I think it's gone completely out of control. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
The end.
Well, I would say that I think I am the same realm as Chris here. Like, I do not watch my tongue at all at work, and I am surprised thus far. I am super surprised.
Never
thus
been
far.
to training, baby.
Yeah.
Sensitivity training.
I'm surprised thus far that I haven't been fired yet. You know, like, to be quite honest, like I walk in.
It's funny because he's actually been promoted.
I know, right? Surprise.
How that works out.
Yeah, but no, I like I'll come in and I'll say hero praise to like my friends and colleagues, you know. But it's because I really like South Park. It's so funny, and Family Guy, and I guess I can use the excuse of, well, look at me, I'm like, Asian Pacific Islander. I can say these things. Well, that's stupid. No, but I just think it's funny, and. I don't know. It's super insensitive and maybe super racist, but like when I'm amongst my friends, like let's look, like
Persian.
I was gonna say Arab, but I don't know if that was like super insensitive. Was it insensitive to say that?
I mean, to be fair, I'm like a Heinz 47 of cultures.
Okay, whatever that is. My token white guy, my token Hispanic, Mexican. I'm gonna say Mexican, but he's not Mexican. He's freaking Puerto Rican, right? But he's Mexican.
And there's no
And then
Hispanic.
my black guy, So
I'm glad you had the power to say it and own it.
yeah, I'm gonna own it. So I say all these things around, like amongst my friends here, and like we're like, in our own circle, and we say these things against with each other. And we know for a fact that none of us here are like racist against one culture or another, but like it's just the common banter we have, and we just have fun with it. So, like, it's not that like any of that stuff divides us. It's more like it actually kind of just brings us together, really. So
I kind of want some pancit now.
yeah. Get that.
Cheese balls.
I think there's a seafood city right over here.
He just keeps talking and I want lumpia.
So I think we're kind of all settled on our points here.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think, Nate? Do you think PC's gone out of control?
I think to a certain extent, but I think it's more so an issue of people's sensitivity.
No.
Okay.
It's gone way off the rails.
Oh my God, Jack.
Yes.
Good job, Noel.
Yes.
No.
That's all. That's all. Yeah. You did good. You did good, Noel. You did good.
I want some of that white cake.
No black cake for this gentleman.
No
right here.
thanks.
And I think yes, we've gone over the rails on that. There is a balance, and I think just because I said hero praise doesn't mean I'm super racist against Asians. Yeah,
You're racist against yourself.
I'm racist against myself. It's super weird. But I just think that some people just use that sensitivity to their own personal or political advantage, and I think that in itself is wrong. That in itself is racist.
True that, homeboy. Come on.
Yes. I gave my reasons. Wait, sorry, what would you do? Yes.
And I won't be going to any white sheet sales anytime soon, but I try to be sensitive as I can. And but I do think political correctness has kind of gone too far. Shut up.
Right.
Okay, white boy.
All right.
Perfect. Thanks for watching. Catch us up on the social medias. Please comment at the bottom of our YouTubes.
Make up for it.
We are always waiting for like really cool things for you to suggest as topics. We have emails, all the other crap.
indirectconnections@gmail.com, Instagram @indirectconnections, Twitter indirectconnect4,
Yeah.
number
There it
4.
is. Okay, that's it.
Facebook indirect connections, and you could even hashtag
Oh God,
Wagwan.
Wagwan conversations.
And how do you spell that, Nate? I don't know how to spell that.
WHAAGWAAN.
Wagwan, brethren.
Is that
All
something?
about,
I mean, I don't
all
know.
about the cultural exchange, people. Cultural
Yeah,
exchange.
pound us as much as you can.
Really hard.
Pound it, baby. See you next time.
Cheers.